Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, we're asked what is the product of all values of k that satisfy the equation above. The equation we're looking at is 3k squared minus 18k plus 12 is equal to 0. So taking this equation right here, the first thing we can notice is that we can divide everything in this equation by 3. So we'll just make our math a little bit easier. This just cancels out and we're left with k squared. Now we have negative 18 divided by 3 is minus 6k. Plus 12 divided by 3 is plus 4, and then 0 divided by 3 is just 0. Now we have a quadratic, and you could try to find some factors, but there's nothing that really works here. There's no two numbers that multiply to 4 and add to negative 6, right? No integers, that is. We're obviously going to be finding values in a minute that solve the equation, but what we're going to do is we're going to use the quadratic formula. So you have k is equal to, what is the quadratic formula? B squared, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, where we're dealing with ak squared plus bk plus c is equal to 0. So in this equation, a is the squared terms coefficient, b is the one for the k term, and then c is just the constant. So in this we have negative b is negative 6, so positive 6, plus or minus the square root of b squared is negative 6 squared, so 36, and then minus 4 times a, which is 1, times b, or times c, which is 4. 1 times 4 is 4, so this is just 4 times 4. Divided by 2 times a is just 2 times 1, which is 2. So you have 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 minus 4 times 4 is 16. 36 minus 16 is 20 over 2. 6 plus or minus the square root of 20. 20 is 4 times 5 over 2. So this is 6 plus or minus the square root of 4 times the square root of 5 over 2. 6 plus or minus the square root of 4 is just 2. So 2 times the square root of 5 over 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Plus or minus 2 divided by 2 is 1, so those just cancel, and we're left with the square root of 5. We're looking for the product of all values of k that satisfy the equation, so we have to take 3 plus the square root of 5 times 3 minus the square root of 5. So doing this out, we have 3 times 3 is 9. Then we have plus 3 root 5 minus 3 root 5, so those other terms cancel. And then the final one is root 5 times root 5, and don't forget the negative. The square root of something times itself is just the thing itself, so 5, right? The square root of 5 times the square root of 5 is just 5. And then we have 9 minus 5 is 4, so the product of all values of k that satisfy this equation is 4, which is going to be b.